Welcome to the Silman Family Aquatic Center Pool Technician Training Series. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about how to manually feed liquid chlorine into a pool. So you're probably asking yourself, when do I need to do this? So sometimes you may be crunched for time. Let's say you have a program starting in 10-15 minutes. You do a chemical check and find that the chlorine levels are low and we're unable to open. In order to boost the chlorine level and inject liquid chlorine, directly into the pool, you can follow the following steps. The first thing you need to do is turn the unit off. You're going to reach down and on the back of the unit you'll see a series of hoses. The bottom hose, the one that goes directly up into the ceiling, is the one that you'll want to remove. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, you're going to turn it to the left in order to loosen the tube from the unit. And what you'll do is you're going to stick that tube. This tube has suction, so Marcos in a second is going to check to make sure it has suction by putting his hand over the top of the tube. So it has plenty of suction, and he's going to stick that tube into a liquid chlorine gallon container. This will suck liquid chlorine directly into the pool. So this is great if you're in a crunch, you need the chlorine level to rise as quickly as possible. Let's say you have a program starting, this is something that we can do. So just gonna wiggle it around in the container, make sure he sucks everything up, but again, this is gonna go up into the ceiling and directly over to the pool that needs chlorine. So he's just about done. He's going to put the tube back into the unit, and he's going to tighten it hand tight, making sure that it's one, secure, and two, there's no leaks coming from everywhere. The technical term, I have no idea what this location is called. You might want to ask Peter, but again, just make sure that you're unscrewing the correct tube by one, looking at the video, and two, just making sure that that tube has suction when you place your hand over the top of it after you remove it. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, turn it to the right, make sure it's secure, and it's going to go into the system directly through. In this case, it's going to be the Lazy River booster pump. It's going to suction into the pool. And finally, you just turn it back on. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go back to the pool tech service desk. You're going to record, one, the time that you injected the chlorine, how much chlorine, and the pool that you injected the chlorine into with the appropriate time. You're going to take your gallon of liquid chlorine, or the empty gallon of liquid chlorine, triple rinse it, put it back in the appropriate place, and in about 5-10 minutes you're going to retest the body of water, and hopefully with this method, you are within range so you can open up the pool.